Hello everyone, let's start with the illustration of 10-headed block figure. We are going to use inches for each and every measurement, except at some points. I'll let you know when I'll reach there. So first step is you have to draw a straight line of 10.5 inches. We will divide this 10.5 inches line into different sections according to our body part. So this 0 point or O point from where we have started our line is our head point. Then from 0 we will mark 1 at 1 inch, and this 1 inch will be our chin point. So next marking will be start from chin point. So from chin point I'll mark a point at ½ inch, and this will be our shoulder point. From shoulder point we again go downwards and mark a point at 1.5 inches. This will be our waist point, and from waist point go downward and mark at 1 inch. This will be our hip point. From hip point go downwards and mark a point at ½ inch. This will be our crotch point. From crotch point mark at 2.5 inches. This will be our knee point, and from knee point mark at 2.75 inches. This will be our ankle point. I'm repeating again. So the step 1 is we have to draw a line of 10.5 inches. After that, the first point will be our head point. From head point, we have to go downward at 1 inches and mark a point which will be our chin point. From chin point, we have to go down 0.5 inches. This will be our shoulder point. From shoulder point, go down around 1.5 inches. This will be our waist point. From waist point, go down. This will be our 1 inch, and hip point. From hip point, go down 0.5 inch, that is ½ inch. This will be our crotch point, and from crotch point, go downward, which will be our knee point, 2.5 inches. From knee point, mark a point at 2.75 inches. This will be our ankle point, and the remaining line will be of 0.75 inches. This is our lengthwise measurement. Let's start with widthwise measurements. So widthwise measurement, I'm going to write widthwise measurement this side of the line. Let's start with head point. So total width of head is 1 inch. Now what we are going to divide 1 inch into 2 equal parts, which is ½ inch, and we are going to mark ½ inch at the left side of this vertical line and ½ inch at the right side of this vertical line. So this complete line is of 1 inch, and ½ inch is at the right side of this line and ½ inch is at the left side of this line. So we are going to do same till hip point. So this complete line is of 1 inch. Then we are going to make chin line will be of 0.75 inches. So we will mark half of 0.75 inches at one side and half of 0.75 inches at other side. So complete line is of 0.75 inches. Then we come towards the shoulder point. Complete shoulder is of 1.5 inches. Complete width of the shoulder is 1.5 inches. So half of 1.5 inches is 0.75 inch. That is, we are going to mark 0.75 at right side and 0.75 at left side. So complete line will be of 1.5 inches. Now comes towards the waist point. So total waist line is of 1 inch. So ½ inch at left side and ½ inch at right side. This will be of 1 inch. Then we comes to the hip point. So hip line is equal to your shoulder line. So shoulder line is of 1.5 inch. Similarly, our hip line will be of 1.5 inch. So we are going to mark 0.75 inch at left side and 0.75 inch at right side. Let's join the points. The total width of the neck is 0.25 inch, that is 1/8 of the inch at one side and 1/8 of the inch at other side. Now join these lines and we are done with the upper part of our 10-headed block figure. Let's start with the legs. This is our crotch point. We leave this. This is our knee point. At knee point, mark a point on this vertical line upward and downward at 0.25 inches. So what I am going to do, at this point I am going to mark 0.25 upward and 0.25 downward. So kindly consider we are going to mark all the marking in inches, except few of the markings which I am going to take here will be in centimeter. Let's start from this point, which is at the top of the knee point. So from the top of the knee point, mark 0.25 inches left and 0.25 inches rightward. Right? So this gap is 0.25 inch and this gap is 0.25 inch. Now we are going to mark in centimeter. So mark 1 centimeter from the point which we have marked earlier. This will be 1 inch, and from this point mark again a point at 1 centimeter. So there will be 4 points at this line. This will be of 1 centimeter. This will be of 0.25 inches. Same at the left side. The gap between the vertical line and the first point is 0.25 inches, and the gap between the first point and the second point is 1 centimeter. Right? Now what we have to do, we have to join outer points with outer point and crotch point with inner point. So this is how our thigh portion or thigh part of this block figure will be drawn. Now we will leave knee point and come to the point which we have marked below the knee point. At here we are going to mark on the horizontal level or widthwise level. So the first marking will be in centimeter. What we have to do, we have to mark 0.5 centimeter rightwards and 0.5 centimeters leftward of this point, right? And from this marked point, again go towards the right and mark in inches at 0.5 inch, right? Same we will do at the left side of this figure. Now I am going to join these points, the inner points with the inner and the outer points with the outer point. Right? So these lines are going like V and A. They are making first V and after that they are making A. Again I am saying the points I have taken is, first point is in centimeter, which is 0.5 centimeter away from this vertical line, and the second point is in inches, which is 0.5 inch. Right? Let's come at the ankle point. So at ankle point, we have to mark each and every measurement in inches first, right? So what we have to do, from this ankle point, we have to mark 2 points at right side, which will be 0.25 inches away from each other. So mark first point at 0.25 inches and next point at 0.25 inches. Same we are going to do at the left side. So from this vertical line, mark first point at 0.25 inches and mark next point at 0.25 inches. So the gap between this and this point will be of 0.25 inches. Now join these lines. So our legs are completed. Let's start with drawing of feet. So the first step is we have to mark one more point on this vertical line. So from the ankle point, mark a point at half inch. So this complete 0.75 inch line is divided into two parts. First one is of 0.5 inch and this one will be of 0.25 inches. So we have marked a point which is 0.5 inches away from your ankle point. So the next step is from this marked point, you have to mark at right side. First marking will be of 1/8 inch. So the gap between the vertical line and the first point is 1/8 of inch. And from the point which we have marked, mark again a point which will be half inches away. So this gap will be of half inch. Same we are going to mark at the left side. So first point will be of 1/8 inch and second point will be of half inch. Then let's mark at the floor level or the end of line. So the marking of this will be similar to the marking what we have done at ankle point, which is we have to mark 0.25 inch and 0.25 inch at right side and 0.25 inch and 0.25 inch at left side. Now join these. So feet are complete. Let's begin with hands. If we are going to make a straight hand, then what we have to do, from highest shoulder point, go downwards and mark a point at 0.75 inch. From this marked point, mark a line which will pass or intersect the hip point and extend this line till 0.75 inch. I am repeating again. From the highest shoulder point, go downwards and mark a point at 0.75 inch. From this marked point, make a line which will touch or intersect this hip line, right? And extend this hip line to 0.75 inch. Then make 0.25 inch width of wrist and join this highest shoulder point with this extended line. For hand, draw a straight line of 0.75 inch, divide it into two equal parts and mark a point at 1/8 of inch from this point. You can draw hand freehandly or you can use scale. So I am going to mark a rough hand here. So this will go like this, this, and this, right? So this will be our thumb part, this will be our finger part, and this will be outside of the hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this will be 1, 2, second step will be 3, 4, 5 and 6, right? And if we want to make a bent hand, for that, from highest shoulder point, mark a point at 0.5 inches. So this is 0.5 inches. And from waist point, mark point at outside of this block figure at 0.5 inch, right? Now join this points. This will be our inner line of the hand. Now give width of 0.25 inch for wrist and of 0.25 inch for elbow. Join highest shoulder point to the elbow point and to the wrist point. Again, we are going to mark a straight line of 0.7 inches for hand, and we will mark a center of this 0.75 inch and go outwards 1/8 of inch, and we are going to join this and we are going to do it like this. So we are done with 10-headed block figure. If you have any doubt, you can write it in our comment sections.